And then the next line has the same melody, but then come the two lines with this tension. Geef ons vandaag het brood dat wij nodig hebben. Vergeef ons onze schulden, etc. Well, you hear something of it.
Please be seated.
Vrije Universiteit and as supervisor appointed thereto by the College of Deans, I hereby confer on you, Isaac Christian Tamaëla, the degree of Doctor, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto obtained. In witness thereof, the seal of the University and signatures of the Rector and the supervisors have been affixed to the diploma you are about to receive.
May I invite the supervisor and co-supervisor to pronounce the rendition.
Dear Dr. Tamaëla, Chris, within 5 years you are at this moment the third Brooklyn faculty member who concludes his PhD study at the VU University Amsterdam. What will be the impact upon the content of your faith? Will it create more space for the adoration of the ancestors? It is not an innocent enterprise you are preparing for. It will not only change the liturgy of our church. When my wife and I last autumn were visiting your very old father in his 90s, in your birthplace at Island Sea, I was with him more than 10 minutes singing all kinds of old Dutch hymns, from Sinterklaas and Stille Nacht till The Heer is Mijn Herder. In the room next to us was a kind of small museum showing your own family history from the VOC times onwards. In that room, you and several family members were playing gamelan music. That was a great contrast. My singing with your extremely old father, and these young family members making traditional Moroccan music. How to cope with that contrast will be one of the great challenges of your church in the near future, I presume, and I'm convinced that you will play an important role in that process.
Ja, mevrouw hier, Dr. Tamaëla, here, Chris. We have known each other for quite a long time now. I remember the first courses you followed here at the Vrije Universiteit, and in one of those courses you took along several Moroccan musical instruments and started to play them as an example of the contextual use of this type of music in the churches. And all students, all other students there, from all parts of the world, immediately were flabbergasted by what you did. Wow, this was contextualizing theology. From the beginning of your studies here, it became clear that first of all you are a contextual musicologist and secondly a theologian. Of course, these two capacities and skills never can be separated from each other within your mind and within your heart. Nevertheless, wherever you went in the world, you took along music or musical instruments. Already in the worship book of the World Council of Churches Assembly in Canberra, 1991, in spirit and in truth, we find a brief liturgical response composed by you. Puji Tuhan, Hallelujah. And later on, we find your melodies and texts in all kinds of books, in Sound the Bamboo, in Kidung Jumat, and in your own volume, Kapata Kapata Rohani, and many, many other volumes. And more, you became well known within international ecumenical circles. For instance, as a musical conductor during the Harare Assembly. And at the same time, you continued your studies, especially with Professor Ito Lo at the Asian Institute for Liturgy and Music in Manila, Philippines. And you followed him also elsewhere, like in Singapore. And in a way, he has been your first supervisor. Here at the Vrije Universiteit, we tried to help you to contextualize not only melodies, but rather liturgical theology, the texts of embonies, hymns, and the proof of a molecular Christology. You have been a very special student to us, to both Professor Brinkman and me, in more than one sense. On the one hand, your enthusiasm and invariably positive attitude helped all of us to overcome all difficulties in structuring and streamlining your work. You may be proud about the final result now, which certainly is an important contribution to a Moluccan theology and needs to be translated in Bahasa Indonesia. On the other hand, hardly ever had he to deal with a student who struggled so deeply with his computer. And we felt desperate sometimes. And also, it became very, very obvious that you like musical notes much better than scholarly footnotes. Let me finish with a few words in Bahasa, since not everything needs to be expressed in English. Saya sangat berharap supaya Pak Kris dalam tahun-tahun yang akan datang khususnya akan memberi perhatian kepada mahasiswa-mahasiswa dari fakultasmu di Ambon, tempat gereja'mu di Maluku. Soalnya Pak Kris telah menjadi seorang yang sangat termasyhur di kalangan Kristiani di Asia dan hampir menjadi suatu selebriti di sana. Dan dengan demikian, Pak Kris sering diminta memberi ceramah atau seminar di pelosok-pelosok mana saja di Indonesia maupun di luar negeri. Tetapi sebenarnya Ambon dan fakultasmu sangat membutuhkan tenagamu sekarang. Implementasi dari tesismu sebenarnya baru mulai, belum siap dan selesai. Dan selain itu, keluargamu juga sangat membutuhkan suami mereka dan ayah. Sekali lagi, kami mengucapkan selamat meraih gelar indah. Dan mudah-mudahan Pak Kris berani untuk tidak melarikan diri terlalu seringkali dari sarangmu, supaya sering bisa nyanyi bersama rekan-rekan dan saudara-saudaramu. Jangan buang muka dari basudara kandungnya. Wow. Ingat janji Tuhan manis itu. Mari bangun hidup sama-sama ini. Satu hati, satu jantung. Terima kasih.
Vincent! Hello! Dari para penulis suara, student semua, dan juga dari GIM, jemaat Gunung Batu ini, Bapak Pendeta, Majelis Gereja, dan seluruh warga jemaat yang begitu sungguh-sungguh semua setia selama kita ambil kita MA sampai dengan doktor ini. Kita dengan dokter, maaf ya, ini Tuhan punya. kita boleh sampai hari ini beta merasa sungguh luar biasa Tuhan atur semua per beta melalui Bapak Ibu Saudara semua. Beta saya bisa balas apa-apa. Cuma beta berdoa Tuhan sumber segala berkat senantiasa memberkati Bapak Ibu Saudara semua di negeri Belanda ini. Ya, beta tetap setia untuk ketemu kerjasama untuk sama-sama melihat ketemu punya tanah air, ketemu budaya, ketemu berteologi dan seterusnya untuk kemuliaan Tuhan. Juga ada bapak-bapak di sini. I'm sorry I'm speaking in my Indonesia. Yeah, beta, I would like to say thank you very much for the whole faculty, rector of the Vrije University that already invited me to study and finish my study today. I received my PhD. This is because of, I think God loved me and loved all of us, and He has given me opportunity to study and to have my degree PhD. I think that if without all of you, your guidance, give me, support me, encourage me, everything, I cannot finish my study. I cannot say one by one your name, sorry, but I remember you in my prayer, yes. For my promoter and co-promoter, Professor Martin Lima, thank you very much. Kindness, me, help me, and your wife. Thank you very much. And also for Dr. Ukoma and his wife. Even they are not here, but as I say, thank you very much for the